So you telling me that if I read the story about Moses growing up, right, and as an Egyptian, but he actually is a Israelite, but his mama put him in the Nile in a basket, and they plotted right to save him. See, that was all his mama and sister like plotted that escape to save Moses. Now Moses grew up as an Egyptian, right? And so now here I'm saying similarities. Well, grow up in the underworld, right? Then I go at 18, I'm kicked out of school, everything bad for me. Well, I change direction and I go into the federal government, right? I go to the military, right? So that's like me down the Nile, a history. We see, like my history. I leave high school fighting teachers, fighting anybody who fight. Now, then I go to the military and fight in a war for the country. Desert Storm, I do my part. People left, man. People went to Canada. All that, man. People deserted. I stayed. I did my duty. I did what I was asked. Then I got out and made a life for myself. I worked for Cablevision. I took the test before I got out to get on at the post office because that was my end plan, was to get back in the government. So I had to go out. So I got on at Cablevision. I worked there 2 years, 8 months. Then I got on at OUC. I worked there 8 months. Then I got on at the post office, back in the government, and got fired my first 40 days in. So then I had to start building up. See, I had to start building up wins, just like it was saying how Moses used to whoop Pharaoh when they were growing up. So I'm showing y'all the battles. See, I'm saying, listen, I had 6 EEOs with the federal government, not as an inmate, but as an employee of the United States Postal Service, and I was supposed to be protected by Branch 1091 of the United States Postal Service Union. So see, the federal union denied me protection, and the federal government denied me protection. But I made it out of that. See, like that right there was one case. Then they stole my car. Like this all in 2006, man. Like in 2006, that's when I started seeing it. See, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is a mistake. Oh, this is a mistake. Like y'all thinking, right? And so I had my friends come and help me. Like I had a friend give me 30,000. I had a cousin give me 31,000. Then I had another cousin give me 25,000. Then I had Miss Ruby. And my company was building a house. She had gave me 26,000, man, and they just dried up everything, man. I'm like, oh my goodness. So now all I got is my knowledge. See, that's why, and my mother always said, don't let nobody say you crazy. But I'm saying, Mama, how can I stop somebody from saying I'm crazy? And now I'm not acting crazy, but they say I'm crazy now. So, now you asking, so I'm asking y'all like, well, man, my mama said, and my mama would get mad if you said I was crazy. She would get mad and want to fight you. Right? But I'm saying, Mama, I can't fight all these people, right? I'm in court charging them with slander and defamation of my character. But if I can't get into court, then I'm going to go down in history like you say I am. And I'm saying, well, man, can anybody see what I wrote when I was 39? You can see what I wrote. If you go to the EEOs, there should be history. You can see what I wrote at 25 to get my job back. You can read it. But it's all, see, my history all in their hands. That's why I'm saying I want all my history. I want when I was 25 and I want all that. But now did they throw it away? See, why my friends out here tripping? I'm saying, man, you letting them erase me? I'm telling you, I got 6 EEOs in. Look, man, then I'm saying, look, I first had them in employee law, right? Then my daddy told me if I ever got in trouble, go to the law library. That's when I learned the legal process. See, I had already had them with what Dr. Martin Luther King left for me. So I'm saying now, you telling me that I saw the blessing of Dr. Martin Luther King. I saw all of the punches he took and the bottles and all that. I saw that. I saw what it was for when I was able to take care of my family. And these people just kept on, just like with him. They just kept on. And I'm saying, well, hey, we shall overcome. See, I'm setting you up. See, we shall overcome. You're going to have to tell what you're doing, right? See, because I'm doing the work. See, I'm cutting you off on every legal angle, man. I'm doing the work. You trying to destroy me. So I got to keep doing what I'm doing, because if I stop doing what I'm doing, then who can follow me? I ain't doing nothing. I'm saying, well, when did I stop being successful? Man, I got 5 lots in Inverness, Florida that I don't owe nothing on, man, and I pay the taxes on. I paid the taxes for the last 5 years. See, and Chancey own it. Chancey Incorporated own it, free and clear. So I'm saying, well, how can somebody who thinking on every level, and now he the president of Chancey Incorporated, right? So that's just like King Hernan over Jesus, right? Because that's what Henrod or whatever over Jesus. But now they had my kids in Macedonia, and I opened up another country, right? Because now this is a country, whether y'all believe it or not, and I'm the president of it. So I'm just like King Hernan, Henrod, and my son like Jesus, and I'm making him a king, and I'm making my daughter a queen, and they got 5 lots. What you mean? They still got an inheritance. They got 5 lots. That's $1.5 million. Now, how they daddy abandoned them in any way? So if they took contracts, right? They took a house. They took my inheritance. My aunt filled the house, which gave it to me, right? So that's a contract for 21 condo hotels, but it's way more than that, because they just stopped writing. They just stopped letting me go to any realtor, man. My partner couldn't even write no contract, because they knew I was gonna put it in court. See what I'm saying? And okay, so now this when I was 39. Now this fishing, this what I'm telling you, I'm fishing now. So I let them take that, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to let the fish set the hook, right? So now they took that. So then I just went to learning, like you go to school. So I went and I started reading 100 books, just reading about the treatment of my people. See, I didn't read nothing that wasn't going to be pertinent to my case against the evil that's facing me, right? Because I know that my ancestors faced it, but I also knew that they couldn't read nor write, so I couldn't take it as gospel. I had to read between the lines of it in my life. So I had to look at my truth, and then I was able to discern truth from fiction in the narrator's depiction of what was going on, because I was going through something myself. So when it narrowed away from what I was doing, then I was like, okay, I can see it in my situation. That's why I'm telling y'all, this is how I had to read, because I had to gather evidence in self-defense. So history was my only guide. See, but how about if I couldn't read nor write? This is what I'm telling descendants of slaves who now say they successful, but you successful in somebody's lane. See, so are you successful if somebody getting paid more than you getting paid for what you doing? You creating your brand, right? But you under a contract. You see what I'm saying? You under a contract. So you using the system of somebody who got you under the contract telling you what you can and cannot say on their system. See, but what I did is I went and bought your contract and giving you the truth to say, because you done already made yourself a brand. See, but you don't understand that as descendants of slaves because you think you made it. See what I'm saying? And I'm saying, but if you don't say what they want you to say in that contract, then you gonna see how far you didn't make it. Because they own you because that contract. But you don't own them. See, you ain't saying, well, you can't say this, right? Your contract one way, you just talking about the money. But they got you in the fine print. If you say this, if you do this, if you see, now they can sue you for all that money you think you got in the contract. See, they can sue you for breaching it. But you don't understand what breach mean. You just out there talking, right? But see, they got you legal. See, that's what David Chappelle was talking about. See, but that's what I'm trying to get David Chappelle to understand. Hey, homeboy, I had sued him for you. So now you can have your name back. But all I need you to do is tell the truth about me suing them for you. See, so now I got what they call them, jesters. Like, they used to make you laugh. Oh, man. They used to make you laugh, man. They used to make the king laugh. That's who comedians started out being. And then, but if they didn't make the king laugh, they used to kill him. See, so that's why people didn't want to be funny. See, that's what Cat Williams talking about with the Illuminati. See, that what he's saying, like a million stings. See, when you tell the truth, you ain't one of them no more. Nah, boy, you got to be careful. Because everybody got their own opinion, and this ain't your opinion, it's what you saw, and you speaking on what you saw, and now it's like you snitching. But I'm saying, hey, hold up, man. I'm not part of your organization. I'm a veteran. And see, all these private deals y'all got is stealing independence from poor folks, and I'm poor. See, I started out poor. That's why, just like Muhammad Ali said, I've been poor longer than I've been rich. So if all I got to do is go back to poverty to get all of my people out, well, that's a no-brainer, because I was rich by myself and my people hated me for being rich. So why would I now go back to you hating me? I would rather go back to poverty waiting on you to see how rich I am. So you can see that I'm back into poverty to get you. See, and I'm saying, well, if Jesus was me, why did he leave and go to heaven after he came back from the grave? Why he left us in the projects? Why he left us, and he knew that the transatlantic slave trade system was going to be built. Why he ain't stay with us? See, but because I knew that I knew that inflation was gonna be as high as it is. I knew all because I saw the lie that was gonna make it high. So that's why I say, man, I gotta stabilize my people's economy, just like Jesus fed the people the 5 fish and the 5 loaves of bread. See, I had to then stabilize the economy with my truth while I was in court. And now y'all saying I'm crazy. And I'm saying, well, who gonna stabilize the economy that a lie unstabilized? See, a lie made the economy unstable. And that's why I use my truth to stabilize the economy in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And then when they refused to stabilize the economy with my truth, I went into the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and I federally stabilized the economy.